Hey everyone, Mr. Kaczynski here. We are in IXL's Algebra 1 skills. Section Z deals with polynomials, and today we're going to multiply a polynomial by a binomial. 5 examples coming at you. Progressively easier to more difficult. All right, so you might have seen this called the distributive property before, and that's really all it is. We're distributing this -8. It's actually being multiplied by both terms in the binomial. So that might look like this. -8 times -j squared, and then -8 times +6. Okay, which would come out to a negative times a negative is a positive, and 8 times j squared is just 8j squared. And then -8 times, excuse me, +6 is -48. So our answer is 8j squared minus 48. Let's do another. Okay, so again, we're going to distribute 5 through all of these. So it might look like this. 5 times -2r squared plus 5 times 3r plus 5 times -3. So I just choose to look at that as a -3 that I'm multiplying by a +5. So the result, positive times a negative is a negative. 5 times 2 is 10. And then we've got the r squared. 5 times 3 is 15. Times the r is 15r. And 5 times -3 is -15. So I'll just write -15. So -10r squared plus 15r minus 15. All right, so now we're going to distribute the 3j times everything in here. So I'll just keep writing it out longhand, even though I think as you get better at this step will probably not be as necessary for you. But 3j times 3j squared plus 3j times -j plus 3j times -4. If we look at it that way, we'll get the right answers. 3 times 3 is 9. J times j squared is j cubed. It's basically j, which is j cubed. I was about to write plus, but it's actually minus. So 3 times -1 is -3. J times j is j squared. 3 times -4 is -12 times that j, -12j. So 9j cubed minus 3j squared minus 12j. And then all of a sudden we jump to what seems like geometry, but we are going to multiply a monomial, 3x, times a binomial, because to do this we're going to do area equals base times height. That's the area of a parallelogram. So our base is 3x, and our height is x plus 2. So we'll do 3x times x is 3x squared. And then we'll do 3x times 2, and that's 6x. So 3x squared plus 6x. Notice I kind of skipped that one step here in this one. I just went ahead and did the multiplication in my head instead of rewriting it all out like I did in this one. One more, and for this last one we've got a triangle. So the formula is a little bit different. For area of a triangle, it's 1/2 base times height. So for this one, 1/2 of the base 7 and the height 2x minus 2. So multiplication is commutative and associative. You can do it in any order you want. So I'm actually going to do, since 7 isn't divisible by 2, I'm going to hold off on the half and I'm going to multiply 7 times 2x minus 2. So I'm going to do 7 times 2x is going to be, let's do it this way. So 7 times 2x is 14x. And then I'll do 7 times negative 2, which is negative 14. And that actually makes it so that I have to do distributive property again. Basically just take a half of both of those. Half of 14x is 7x, and half of 14 is 7. So 7x minus 7 would be the area of this triangle. All right, so that should help you with multiplying a polynomial by a monomial, that is skill G2G in Algebra 1 of IXL.